Good day, Lords and Ladies, and welcome back to Battle Brothers, me, Cornish-Knight. Now, Civil War has ended, so from now on it is literally just to build up to the Undead Uprising. So we need to get ready for that. Any work here? Package delivery. Two days to northwest by road. Yeah, not really worth it. This one, we're going to get rid of that so it refreshes the quest board. They haven't got anything of interest. He's wounded, so he needs to be switched out. Right. And we were going, if I remember correctly, I was going to take care of this Puppet Master's cabinet. Necromancer, plethora of armoured Wandaganas, a few fallen heroes, some Geists. Ugh, that's going to be a pain to deal with. I mean, I got a couple of like bandit encampments. The problem is I need to take care of this place before the Undead Uprising. Because if the Undead Uprising pops, this guy would just spawn a ton of armies in my back door, which I don't want to deal with. They've got no quests. But yeah, I suppose I can leave that for another day. We've got a graveyard here that needs to be taken care of as well. Right. Hunt for Alps, Unbeholden, Hexens around the steppe region, South Mark, and other regions. Alps are annoying but are quite easy to deal with. Unbeholdens are pain, and Hexens are just pain as well. But we can think about it. What I will do though, let's quickly check something. Gameplay. Nah, I was wondering if there's a way for us to have cities repaired, but I think that's only from the launch game function, which is a shame. I am going to go and deal with this graveyard. Okay, so who are we going to lose? I think he's our new recruits. Benedict the Fanatic or Volmar the Insane. We're going to get rid of Volmar. Volmar is sacrificed. We get a host of upgrades. If I check, I don't think Volmar... He was with us 28 days, or 26 days. No battles, no kills. Was he our level 1 dude? This was the guy he was going to be sacrificed, yeah. To be honest, at this point, ladies and gentlemen, because these sacrifices are happening quite a lot, I'm not even bothering to rename people. I just find it easier to grab... We want a peasant. Yeah, refugee will do. Oh, he's huge. Eagle-eyed. We'll hire the peasant. Well, refugee. I don't care really about anything. Just going to give him some basic gear. Because I don't intend for him to fight. He's just going to be purely here as a sacrifice. I'm going to rename him Wilfred. I'm always put something like, let's see, the blood payment or something like that. Okay. Or the blood toll. Yeah, there we go. Wilfred the Blood Toll. He's going to be our sacrifice. I mean, the problem is, like, I'm having so many people leveling up now. Like, when we have this ritual event, that's becoming, like, madness. For me to just constantly be upgrading their ranks. So I'm sort of stopping doing it at this point. No gear with grabbing. I wish I had someone who was dedicated to crossbows, because crossbows are really good against the undead. Well, they're better against the undead than they used to be. Right, so we've got that done. I'm going to go now and rush to the cemetery before it gets too dark, because I want to deal with this, because it needs to be put out of the way before the undead start popping up. Good for decapitation, spears flanking. Got that, got that. If it's ghost, we'll need him. Got holy water. Ugh. If it's vampires, it'll be a pain. Nope, it's just going to be a ton of ghosts. Great. Doesn't he have a necklace? One of my units has a necklace, which means they can't get affected by fear and terror, right? Got to fire into the mass of them, because it means to get better likelihood of hitting something. The rest of you just got to fortify up. You're okay. Some of my units have dogs. Let me just check what this does. Yeah, grants immunity against fear and other mind control abilities. So he's fine on his own, really, because I'm pretty sure their shriek doesn't really do anything against him. So I can use him as bait. You, on the other hand, will just continue to shoot. Get rid of another one. I need to get some more war dogs. Okay, delay. I'm trying to do that. Trying to hit the guys in the back, because it means that we have a higher chance of hitting the ones in front. Delay for him. Hit a tree. Missed. Delayed. Do I want to release the dog? Yeah, why not? Right. I'm going to go here. Action surge so he gets the next turn, so he can go here and clear those ones up. And now we're going to charge. You go there to block so they can't move up this way. You go here. Another adrenaline rush. You can do all the screaming you like, because it's not going to save you. You're fine, you're fine. Move him up here, so he's in range to assist. We just end the turn. And that's that. Once you have that necklace with this guy, with some of a great weapon, they become super, super easy. Okay, taking care of that. Excellent. Don't want to do the monster hunting. Hags are always a pain to deal with. Food is low, though. And we're not back in time, which is a pain. So we're going to start moving again. I need to buy some food. Need to deal with this place. Need to do some more training as well. Tended to whack that place out. Was there any place that was spawning undead? Get some more war dogs would be useful. Because war dogs no longer, well, they never did used to add, I was going to say. War dogs don't like eat your supplies, which is really nice. So having war dogs is a cheap way of handling issues like that. So I might grab some more war dogs, especially against the undead, like ghasts and everything. Just for tying stuff up. And they're relatively cheap. So grab a whole load of them. Even if I don't equip them, just have them in my inventory for when the undead turn up. I mean, to be honest, my back line should really be having like war dogs. I might even give them to some of my flanking forces as well. Just so we can like release a ton of war dogs on units. Right. I believe the refugee can be turned to our cult. It shouldn't be too hard. I know that ticks every time. We need to get some ammunition as well. Probably would have been cheaper back here where they have the Fletcher. That's kennels down here where they had the Fletcher. But I'm not going to make the trip back. It won't save me that much money. And I've got enough money to spare, so I shouldn't be too greedy. I will grab a little bit of ammo. Grab some more repair tools. Right. Sell the damage shield. We don't need them. That's trashed. So we'll sell that. The guy I have needs to be converted. What's this? Let's go 3 days northwest. Yeah, why not? Escort job, haven't done those one in a while. And we'll make a nice tidy profit. Our provisions won't be affected. So, well, besides them going off. What's on the road? Bandits. Ah, fine. Like, they won't bother us at all. Party setup is fine. So yeah. And doing this way means I can talk to you some bits about the game. My plan for the Undead Uprising is that we're going to be massively offensive based, which is that I am going to be destroying as many of the undead bases as possible. Because a lot of them spawn in, especially since this will be a third phase. This will be like technically the third phase crisis, which means it's going to be a bad one. I'm going to leave him be. So it's not going to be a nice. It's not going to be a nice crisis at all. As such, can we get in there? Nope. As such, we're going to have to be pretty aggressive with dealing with them. Once that's like predominantly, I'm going to be thinking of ways of dealing with vampires are a pain. We want to have nets. Any kind of net-based equipment for dealing with the vampires is great. The world's a team of hidden treasures that others know of a place. Let's see if I would find 3 legendary places. This is going to be hard to do, this one. There are few legendary mercenary companies throughout history. We are close to having a name become immortal. A count be counted among them. A few companies recognized by equipment. We should head out and reclaim a prestigious weapon, sealed armor, and helmet. We have the weapon, the sealed armor, and helmet. This one is going to be 8,000 reputation. This one is going to be It's not annoying. It's just going to be expensive because we've got a weapon, which means armor, shield, and a helmet. 3 legendary places is just tedious because I think we found most of them already. No ambition for now. I would normally take it, but the problem we have is that we had to find 3 legendary locations and we found most of them already. Unless we find like stuff like the Kraken's Den and all that kind of jazz. They're well supplied, but they've had fires, so they don't have a lot of stuff besides food. Right. What's the job here? Extermination job. What's the faction job? Patrol the road, killing everything we come across. Which is fine, unless we don't find anything, and then it's not. We need some time to think about it. Okay. Clear out some more castles. That won't help us with dealing with the undead because they don't spawn out of there. I just want to quickly just sort of run down here and check this location out because I'm pretty sure this is where the Kraken missions will be, like where the site for spawning the Kraken, just because it's always spawning into a marshy region. Yeah. My money, it's going to be around here somewhere. Burning for a bit of our cash to do this, but we should be okay. Okay, it's not. Along the way, you head towards destination. Now that you feel fools nothing know about plains wildlife, something about hearing magical powers be found in the essence of herbs. You talk to get attention of a few others in the company, so a number of them are asked to try out this medicine for the good of the brothers. Okay. Yeah, he gets sick. Okay. Who is he? He's just one of my reservists, okay. Right. Well, it wasn't where I thought it was going to be then. But I'm pretty sure if it's not here, it's going to be in this location. Because I haven't seen it spawn anywhere where it wasn't in the marsh, because it's all tied in with marshland. Which is always a pain to fight in. So... Okay. So, to be honest, I was expecting it to be here. Unless it's down in this corner somewhere. I mean, it's maybe in here. There's marshland in that corner. How's the food situation going? I've got enough food to double back around. I just want to try and clear out some of this mist from areas I haven't been before. See if there's anything we've missed. Yeah. Well, that's the witch's hut. We should have, to be honest, if I'd taken the 3 legendary locations, that would probably have been a good thing by this point. Ah, well. To be honest, I am relative... Ugh. Why are they patrolling around? What's that? Yeah, it's only 4 of them. Let's say 4 of them. There's only 14 of them, and they're nothing particularly impressive. Well, Forsaken Huts and Marksmen and Raiders, okay. Right. How's our renown looking? We are legendary, which is what you need to get to. There's two parts to getting the better endings in this game. You need to get to the legendary renown, and you need to get 2 of the 3 crisis like ambitions complete. We have the orc ambition complete, which is good for us, and now we need to get the undead ambition complete. That being said, it's just waiting, unfortunately. Hopefully it will kick up. I am tempted literally just to skip time forwards, like basically put a cut in and skip time forward so you don't have to see me do all the boring stuff like this. That is this. Waiting for the next crisis to happen, because there's going to be a lot of waiting, unfortunately, now. Because I'm really just holding out for the next... just holding out for the next crisis. But as that be as it may, if you have the like button, please press the like button. If you want to subscribe, please press the subscription button. You can follow me on Twitter, you can follow me on Steam, or leave a comment in the comment section, and we'll get back to do something. I might just activate the whole find 3 legendary locations and just go for it like that. I know there's at least 2 that I don't have, which is the start of the Kraken mission and the ship in a tree, which is basically the goose that lays the golden eggs. I might have found all the others, unfortunately, so we may not get it. But we will see what happens. If you've liked, please press the like button. If you subscribe, please press the subscription button. Nice to see you all again next time. Goodbye.